Hi there. I'm speaking to you from inside a box today. Well, I'm not inside the box. The camera is inside the box. This is the box. And the reason is that I am going to be resinating, not resonating, some items today. And this is my first time to resonate. So I don't know if that's really a word, but it makes sense to me. Anyway, this is the first item I'm going to do. It's not my favorite piece, so if I ruin it, then I'm not going to be brokenhearted. I'll be sad, but not brokenhearted. The next one, if I have enough, I'm not even sure how much to mix up, so we'll see how much I can get done. This will be another one. I like this one better. And this one, all three of these, if they do die, then it's okay. But it's alright. Let's see. I like this one a lot too. But I like everything I do. If I don't like it, I scrap it. So you never probably would see anything I hate. And then I got these little tabs if I do have enough left over. And these I think are gorgeous. I love these. They're just little wooden pieces. You see? But the epoxy needs to set. It takes 48 hours to fully cure. This is what I'm using. And it's kind of scary stuff. It's very chemical. So I'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. By the way, this is a perfect angle for me because, as usual, I'm topless. No, I'm not. I'm braless in my studio. I'm always braless in my studio, so this way you don't have to, I don't have to get embarrassed too much. All right, on with the show. So here's the items that I have to resin. I'm not sure if it's the verb is epoxy or resin, but this is what's going to happen. And here is the stirring of the epoxy. Lots and lots of bubbles, and what this picture doesn't show, because of course I'm not going to use my camera while I'm doing this, is that the little bubbles would sometimes break away and float up toward my face. So do be aware of floating resin. So here's an example of the bubbles that we got on the surface. I don't think that's avoidable, so you need a way to pop them somehow. I made a little too much epoxy, so I had to grab one of my older art pieces and do that too. So I guess I made about twice as much as I needed, but the piece looks much better sealed in the epoxy. These are all ready to go, except I need to flame those bubbles. So here's the torch, and the torch is very effective at getting those bubbles all popped, but you've got to look very carefully for them. Do be aware of what is under the item that you're torching, though. Here you can see the plastic melted, and it did ruin the coating of the tag. All done, and they're ready to take their 48-hour nap. On a couple of items, I didn't wait long enough. The resin was still soft, so it left fingerprints. Oops. Apparently I wasn't the only one who couldn't wait. I think this is actually a bug. It turned out pretty nicely. I like them a lot. And I'm looking at everything in my house now and see what kind of epoxy. So I could go a little crazy with this. There's a few imperfections. You can see it with the light shining on there. When they are drying, you have to have an absolutely dust-free, etc. place for them. I thought I did, but clearly I was wrong. Let's see if I can catch. Yeah, it's hard to catch them now they're reflective, so reflective. But I love it. I think that's just great. Couple of cautions. Do mind your drips. If you don't babysit these things, the drips will accumulate. And I'll show you why that's important. Wherever there are drips, they are going to be really hard. And your tape or whatever is going to be sealed on. There might be a way to clean this off. I don't know. They're really, really hard. There's no way I can do it just by hand. Even the little bit of tape left, or tab left over, it's sealed in there. I can't break it off even. Let's see. It's there. It's there. It'll have to be cut off or broken off somehow. But otherwise, you know, you just have to take time to stay with it. I stayed with it for about an hour, keeping the drips, but clearly didn't do enough. And oh, this is an old painting on this back of the CD. This was a hole that the tape was over there, and now it's like a little not seeable mirror, or not window, glass. I don't know if I can do anything with that, but yeah. And the epoxy doesn't go over the edge very much underneath the painting, so you don't need to tape very far. This one I had taped completely, and it wasn't necessary. So that's it. What's next? Next up is canvas. I haven't done that yet. Thanks for watching.